Number 1. The 1961 Chevrolet Corvair Monza 900, priced at $8,900 and located in Center Valley, Pennsylvania. Starting off our list is a standout piece of American automotive engineering, a car that dared be different and still turns heads more than 6 decades later. This is the 1961 Chevrolet Corvair Monza 900, offered at $8,900, located in Center Valley, Pennsylvania, and it's easily one of the cleanest early 60s Corvairs available today. This classic coupe comes with 117,000 miles and a 4-speed manual transmission, paired with Chevrolet's uniquely engineered rear-mounted, air-cooled 6-cylinder engine. That design alone made the Corvair a legend, lightweight, nimble, and unlike anything else rolling out of Detroit at the time. And this example stays true to that legacy. The seller describes it as being in excellent condition, and from the details given, this one clearly checks the boxes of a well-maintained, enthusiast-owned classic. The car sits on Western alloy wheels wrapped in almost new tires, giving a stylish and sporty appearance that complements the Corvair's iconic body lines. Underneath, it's solid and clean, an essential detail for a vehicle of this vintage. The mechanicals have been freshly sorted too, recent oil service, new spark plugs, and brand new air filters. So it's dialed in and ready for weekend cruising, cars and coffee meets, or simply enjoying a smooth ride down a quiet back road. Step inside, and you'll find a super clean interior that reflects just how well this car has been cared for. The cabin retains that early 60s charm with its wide dash, simple gauge layout, and signature Monza details. It's the kind of interior that instantly transports you back to a different era, one where style and simplicity went hand in hand. The seller mentions having too many toys and needing more space, which often means this car lived as part of a collection, not a daily beater. That's always a good sign. It suggests careful ownership, proper storage, and a car that's been driven just enough to stay healthy without being worn out. For anyone looking to step into the world of classic cars without jumping straight into the heavy-hitting muscle category, this Corvair Monza 900 is a perfect entry point. It's affordable, reliable, easy to maintain, and, most importantly, it's different. It stands out at every show, delivers a driving feel you won't find in modern cars, and offers a piece of history that still feels fresh and fun today. At $8,900, this 1961 Chevrolet Corvair Monza 900 is an excellent find. Clean, well-preserved, mechanically ready, and full of character. Whether you're a collector, a weekend driver, or someone who simply appreciates unique classics, this one checks every box. Number 2, the 1964 Mercury Comet V8, listed at $9,500 and located in Easton, Connecticut. Next up on our lineup is a true mid-60s classic that blends vintage charm, old-school V8 power, and unmistakable Mercury attitude. This is the 1964 Mercury Comet V8, offered at $9,500 and currently sitting in Easton, Connecticut, a clean, rust-free survivor that's ready to cruise, show, and enjoy the moment you get behind the wheel. This Comet shows 46,324 miles, paired with an automatic transmission and powered by a V8 engine, giving it that smooth but confident muscle-era feel. What makes this one special is that it appears to still be wearing its original paint, lending it that authentic patina collectors love. It's not a restored car trying to hide its age. This is the real deal, with character and history in every inch. Despite its vintage charm, this Comet has been tastefully upgraded where it counts. One of the standout features is a $5,000 stereo system, A serious investment that transforms your driving experience with crystal clear sound while keeping that classic exterior untouched. Whether you're cruising to a local car meet or taking out on a weekend drive, the audio quality alone brings a modern touch to this 60-year-old machine. Underneath, the seller states the car is rust-free, which is a major win for any classic from this era. The underside being clean means the structural integrity is solid, and the car has likely been well preserved throughout its life. And according to the seller, this Comet is fully road-ready. You can literally drive it home without hesitation. That's not something you hear often when talking about a classic from 1964. Adding to the confidence is a clean Mississippi title in hand, showing this car has had a straightforward ownership history. The seller also notes that it's back on the market due to a buyer who promised inflate, something that happens all too often in the classic car world. And honestly, that frustration tells you something. People want this car, and opportunities like this don't last long. From the long, straight body lines to the signature Mercury grille, the Comet carries that bold mid-60s styling that stands out anywhere it goes. It's the kind of car that turns heads, not because it's loud or overly flashy, but because it carries that timeless, confident vintage presence. For someone looking to jump into classic car hobby without spending big block muscle car money, this 1964 Mercury Comet V8 is an ideal choice. It's affordable, reliable, rust-free, and sorted. The original paint gives it authenticity, the upgrades make it enjoyable, and the price makes it accessible. At $9,500, this Comet delivers everything you'd want in a classic. Style, sound, dependability, and genuine 60s personality. A true driver-quality car with show potential, and one that's just waiting for the right owner to appreciate it. Number 3. The 1965 Ford Thunderbird, listed for $10,000 and located in Tyngsboro, Massachusetts. Rolling in next is a true icon from the mid-60s, an unmistakable symbol of Ford's luxury performance era. This is the 1965 Ford Thunderbird, offered at $10,000 and currently residing in Tyngsboro, Massachusetts. With 100,000 miles on the clock and a bold personality to match its classic styling, this T-Bird is the kind of car that commands presence the moment it appears on the road. This particular 65 isn't your average Thunderbird. Under the hood sits a lightly built 460 big block, giving this classic a serious upgrade in power over the factory setup. Paired with an automatic transmission, it delivers that smooth, effortless cruising feeling these cars were known for, just with more muscle behind it. The seller notes that it runs, drives, and brakes, which means it's already road capable, and the big block gives a deeper, more aggressive tone that sets it apart from a stock T-Bird. A standout feature you'll notice right away are the side pipes, giving the car a more custom, hot rod look, while adding to the rumble of that 460 V8. It's a unique twist that adds character and attitude, perfect for someone who wants a Thunderbird with a little extra edge. This car originally came from Florida, which is often great news for buyers. Southern cars typically avoid the harsh winters and salt exposure that can cause extensive rust. But like many classics from the 60s, it's not flawless. The seller mentions it does have rust in the rear fender area, along with various imperfections from age and use. This is not a show car, at least not yet, but it's a strong candidate for a project you can drive while improving. One issue worth noting: the driver's side door does not open from the outside. It's the type of fix enthusiasts handle easily, but still something to keep in mind if convenience is top priority. Mechanically, the seller suggests the car could benefit from a better carburetor, which could bring out even more performance and drivability from that 460 big block. For a classic at this price point, that's an upgrade you can tackle without breaking the bank. What adds extra value here is that it comes with additional parts, giving you a head start on improvements or future repairs. That's always a plus with classic vehicles, especially ones that have been personalized like this. At its core, the 1965 Thunderbird is known for its sweeping lines, jet-inspired styling, and a cabin that feels as bold as the exterior. Even today, its profile stands out. Long hood, sculpted sides, sculptural rear fenders, and that unmistakable Thunderbird presence. Whether cruising through town or showing up at a local meet, this car still turns heads. At $10,000, this 65 T-Bird offers a rare opportunity. A running, driving, big block classic with attitude, personality, and potential. It's the kind of car that gives you both the thrill of ownership right away and the satisfaction of turning it into something even better over time. A true 60s cruiser with muscle to back it up, and a great entry point into the world of classic American luxury and performance.
A little dirty, but it's really clean.
Number 4. The 1965 Plymouth Valiant. Listed for $12,500 and located in Oneida, Tennessee. Coming up next is a classic that blends charm, reliability, and that unmistakable mid-60s Mopar attitude, the 1965 Plymouth Valiant, available for $12,500 in Oneida, Tennessee. This Valiant features the well-respected 273 V8 paired with an automatic transmission, giving it just the right amount of power for enjoyable cruising while still maintaining classic drivability. The car runs and drives great, and the seller notes that the top works, adding even more appeal for those sunny weekend drives. This 65 has received several key upgrades that make it stand out, including new tires, upgraded brakes all around, a new battery, and a freshly redone interior that brings new life into the cabin. Everywhere it goes, it reportedly gets a lot of thumbs up, a testament to its clean look and nostalgic style. Whether you're into weekend cruising, small block Mopar charm, or simply want a classic that turns heads without requiring immediate restoration, this Valiant checks all the boxes. The seller is open to negotiations in person and may even consider trades with cash added, making this an excellent opportunity for someone looking to step into a well-sorted 60s Mopar without the headache of a major project. With its reliable drivetrain, tasteful update, and classic early Mopar lines, the 1965 Plymouth Valiant is the perfect blend of vintage personality and ready-to-drive confidence, an ideal choice for enthusiasts who want something unique, stylish, and road-ready right now. Number 5. The 1951 Ford Crestliner Deluxe, listed for $19,500 and located in Monton, Maryland. Now let's shift the spotlight to one of Ford's most stylish early 50s offerings, a true collector's piece that rarely surfaces in this kind of condition. This is the 1951 Ford Crestliner Deluxe, available for $19,500 in Monton, Maryland, and it represents that perfect blend of classic post-war design, originality, and unmistakable vintage character. With 70,440 miles and a manual transmission, this Crestliner still retains its original flathead V8, a motor that defined Ford performance in its era and continues to be celebrated by enthusiasts today for its smooth, confident power delivery. The seller described this example as a beautiful multi-tone classic, and the exterior, believed to have been repainted years ago in correct Ford colors, still presents extremely well, maintaining that factory-authentic look. It also sports a very nice original-style vinyl top, completing the premium trim appearance that set the Crestliner apart from other models of its time. Inside, the interior remains in very nice original condition, giving you an authentic glimpse into early 50s American motoring. Structurally, this Ford stands strong. The body is solid with no rust, the floors are solid, and the frame is solid, which is a huge advantage when you're talking about a car that's been around for more than 7 decades. All the glass is in good condition, another rare find on a car at this age. As a whole, this Crestliner runs well, looks fantastic, and carries that unmistakable charm that only a true early 50s Ford can deliver. Whether you're a collector seeking a standout showpiece, someone who appreciates originality, or simply a fan of the flathead V8 era, this 1951 Crestliner Deluxe offers a remarkable opportunity to own a genuine piece of American automotive history. And as the seller notes, if the listing is up, it's still for sale. So if this is the kind of classic you've been waiting for, it might be time to make your move. Number 6. The 1978 Lincoln Continental Mark V. Listed at $6,500 and located in Utah. If you're searching for a true late 70s luxury cruiser, this Mark V is the kind of land yacht that still turns heads with its sheer presence. This is a one-owner vehicle, originally belonging to a retired doctor, showing just 98,345 miles on the odometer. Being a rust-free Western car, coming from the dry climates of Montana and Nevada, it has a kind of clean, solid body you rarely find in a Lincoln of this era. The car wears a classic white exterior, paired with a striking two-tone red and silver interior, giving it that unmistakable premium Lincoln character. Under the hood sits the legendary 460 V8, an engine known for smooth power delivery and effortless highway cruising. This Mark V comes fully loaded with options, delivering all the comfort and presence that made these cars icons of American luxury. Mechanically, it's a strong performer. Starts, runs, drives, steers, and stops great, so you can enjoy the drive right away. Like many classics, it does need a little cosmetic attention. The upper painted surfaces show some light staining, and the driver's seat bottom cushion has a tear. But structurally, it's solid, honest, and ready for someone who appreciates a big body classic. With a little refreshing, it could easily become a standout weekend cruiser or a comfortable long-distance highway machine. Delivery is also available from Utah, making it even easier for a buyer to take this big Lincoln home. At an asking price of $6,500, the seller is open to offers, making this an appealing opportunity for anyone wanting to experience the iconic feel of late 1970s luxury motoring. Number 7. The 1988 Chevrolet Caprice, listed at $9,499 and located in Yuma. If you're looking for a classic American sedan that blends old-school charm with real-world dependability, this 1988 Caprice Classic checks all the boxes. Showing 108,000 original miles and carrying a clean title, this full-size Chevy has lived a solid life and still runs absolutely perfect. It's equipped with an automatic transmission, which has already been serviced, and the carburetor has been freshly rebuilt to keep it performing smoothly. The AIC blows ice cold, and with emissions deleted, this Caprice brings stronger performance along with that unmistakable late 80s driving feel. What really stands out is the amount of new parts already installed, saving the next owner a lot of time and money. We're talking new tires, a new battery, new AC compressor, an accumulator, new alternator, starter, belts, radiator hoses, fan clutch, and even a new shifter cable. The transmission fluid and filter have been changed, and the car has received multiple cosmetic updates as well, including a new suede headliner, new front speakers, all 4 weather strip door seals, new front door trim, front window seals, plus fresh front and rear bumper fillers. It even comes with a hard dash cover to protect the interior from the Arizona sun. Cosmetically, it isn't perfect. There's a dent on the front passenger fender, along with some surface rust and paint fade. But structurally and mechanically, this Caprice is in strong running condition and ready for daily driving or weekend cruising. These square-body Caprices have a growing fan base, and finding one this well-maintained is becoming rare. The seller is open to reasonable offers, making this a great opportunity for anyone wanting a dependable classic that's already had all the important work done. Number 8. The 1976 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Coupe 2D, priced at $10,500 and located in Paterson, New Jersey. Now this one is a true survivor from America's golden age of fiberglass muscle. What you're looking at is a 1976 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, a car that has stayed in the same family since 1989, making it a rare long-term, well-loved classic. It shows 75,000 original miles, backed by the original paint, original interior, the original motor, and the original automatic transmission, a combination that's getting harder and harder to find in the Corvette world. Recently, this Stingray has been given some fresh mechanical attention, including a new radiator and a complete tune-up, ensuring that it starts, runs, and drives exactly the way a C3 Corvette should. And while it isn't a showpiece or a museum trailer queen, the seller is honest. This is a driver, a nearly 50-year-old classic that has lived a real life, carries real character, and still performs beautifully out on the road. The signature long hood, the sweeping fender lines, and the unmistakable Stingray stance give this coupe that timeless look Corvette fans crave. Inside, you're greeted by the original cockpit-style interior, pure 1970s Americana. And to sweeten the deal, the seller is including 2 sets of T-tops plus a few extra parts, making it even more attractive buy for someone ready to enjoy or restore it further. At $10,500, with the price slightly negotiable, the 76 Stingray offers one of the most affordable ways to get into a classic Corvette that still runs and drives excellent. A family-owned car for over 3 decades, well-maintained, mostly untouched, and ready for its next chapter, whether that's weekend cruising, light restoration, or simply enjoying the last of the Chrome-era Corvette style. Number 9. The 1973 Plymouth Scamp, priced at $12,500 and located in Brandenburg, Kentucky. Stepping into the spotlight next is a clean and classic slice of early 70s Mopar charm. The 1973 Plymouth Scamp, a car that blends simplicity, reliability, and unmistakable vintage character. This particular Scamp shows 105,000 miles, backed by an automatic transmission and Chrysler's dependable 318 V8, making it a solid cruiser for anyone wanting an authentic old-school driving experience. The seller describes it as clean with no rust, and for a car that's more than half a century old, that alone sets it apart from most survivors on the market. The exterior paint isn't Concours perfect, but earns a respectable 8 out of 10, meaning it looks good, shines well, and carries the kind of presence that gets nods at local shows and thumbs up at stoplights. Inside, the story gets even better. The interior is rated 9 out of 10, suggesting a very well-preserved or nicely refreshed cabin with that classic Mopar layout. Simple, functional, and instantly nostalgic. With its compact footprint, rear-wheel drive, and smooth 318 power, this Scamp delivers the sort of analog driving feel that modern cars simply can't replicate. It's the kind of car you can take out on a Sunday cruise, enjoy on back roads, or bring to local meets without worrying about pristine perfection. It's clean, solid, usable, and exactly the kind of classic that appeals to someone who wants old-school vibes without the headaches of a major project. At $12,500, this 1973 Plymouth Scamp stands as an approachable and dependable entry into the vintage Mopar world, rust-free, well cared for, and ready for its next owner to simply get in, turn the key, and enjoy the ride. If you're looking for something timeless, uncomplicated, and built with a rugged charm of 70s Detroit steel, this Scamp is definitely worth taking a closer look at. Number 10. The 1975 Cadillac DeVille Coupe 2D, listed for $15,500 and located in Redford, Michigan. Rolling in with unmistakable presence and pure American luxury of the 1970s, we have the stunning 1975 Cadillac DeVille Coupe, a car designed for comfort, style, and commanding road presence. Showing only 73,000 miles, this DeVille is a remarkably clean and solid survivor, originally an Arizona car, which means it's been spared the harsh winters and road salt that often plague classic luxury sedans from this era. Under the hood, you get Cadillac's smooth, torque-heavy V8 paired with an effortless automatic transmission, delivering that signature floating ride the DeVille was famous for. According to the seller, this big-body cruiser runs and drives great, and with its history in the dry Southwest, the body and frame remain impressively solid, exactly what collectors and classic Cadillac fans look for. The car is described as very clean, and what makes this example stand out is the level of functionality. It is fully loaded and everything works, a rare claim when it comes to 70s luxury cars packed with electronics, comfort features, and accessories that often fail with age. Even better, the air conditioning has received all new components, and it blows cold, making this DeVille ready for warm weather cruising the moment you turn the key. With tires in good condition and no mechanical drama reported, this Cadillac is the definition of a turnkey classic, big, bold, comfortable, and refined in a way modern cars simply can't replicate. From its long, sweeping body lines to its plush interior, this DeVille represents peak 1970s American luxury, designed to glide effortlessly down the highway like a living room on wheels. At $15,500, this 1975 Cadillac DeVille Coupe is priced right for anyone looking to step into the world of classic luxury without taking on a restoration project. With its clean Arizona history, solid body, working options, and smooth drivetrain, it's a timeless cruiser that's ready for evening drives, weekend shows, or simply enjoying the feeling of piloting one of Cadillac's most iconic full-size coupes. No trades. Cash buyers only. But for those who appreciate comfort, presence, and vintage elegance, this DeVille is absolutely worth a look. Number 11. The 1984 Cadillac Sedan DeVille, listed at $8,500, and located in Phelps, Kentucky. Stepping into the mid-1980s era of American luxury, we got this 1984 Cadillac, a classic full-size cruiser that brings back the unmistakable presence, comfort, and style Cadillac was known for. Showing 111,111 miles and paired with an automatic transmission, this beauty is built for smooth, effortless driving, just like a Cadillac should be. According to the seller, this 84 model runs and drives great, giving you that traditional floating on air Cadillac ride quality. Soft suspension, quiet cabin, and the kind of relaxed road feel that turns every drive into a slow cruise. It's the kind of car you ease into, turn the key, and instantly feel like you step back into a time when luxury was big, bold, and unapologetic. One highlight worth mentioning is the fresh new paint job, bringing life back to the classic Cadillac lines and sharp body edges that define the brand's styling in the 80s. Whether you're pulling into a meet, cruising through town, or parking in your driveway, that fresh paint gives the car a standout look. Inside, the car is described as nice and clean, preserving that signature Cadillac interior atmosphere. Big seats, plenty of room, and a design focused on comfort above all else. This is not a project car. It's not a needs work car. This is a turn-and-go 1984 Cadillac, ready to drive as it sits. And at $8,500, it hits that sweet spot for anyone wanting a classic luxury sedan without breaking the bank. It's ideal for collectors who appreciate older Cadillacs, enthusiasts who want a weekend cruiser, or anyone who just wants to enjoy a smooth, old-school American luxury ride. If you're interested, the seller is inviting direct messages for more details or photos. For the price, condition, and fresh cosmetic work already done, this 1984 Cadillac stands as a solid catch in today's classic car market. Number 12. The 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass, listed at $11,000 and located in the Burien/Greenwood area. Now we're stepping into true classic American muscle territory with this gorgeous 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass, a model that defined late 60s style, performance, and cruising confidence. This particular Cutlass is showing 104,000 miles, backed by a clean title, running on gas, and equipped with a smooth automatic transmission, just the way many Olds fans like them. The 67 Cutlass sits in a special place in Oldsmobile history. It's the year when the sharp body lines, wide stance, and unmistakable midsize muscle look all came together, giving the Cutlass a road presence that still turns heads today. This model, a two-door coupe, delivers that classic silhouette that muscle car enthusiasts chase. Long hood, clean roofline, and the kind of proportions that make it instantly recognizable. While the seller keeps the description simple, sometimes that's all you need. This Cutlass represents a solid starting point for a collector, a weekend cruiser, or even someone wanting to build a mild street machine. With 104K miles, it has clearly lived a full life, but Oldsmobiles from this era were built tough, and with the right care, they continue to perform for decades. If you're looking for a clean, classic GM coupe from the golden muscle era, without stepping into the high dollar bracket, this Cutlass hits the sweet spot. At $11,000, it's priced right in that accessible range where the next owner can enjoy the car as is or take it further with cosmetic or performance upgrades. The beauty of a 1967 Cutlass is its versatility. Cruise its stock and enjoy the vintage vibe, or transform into a street-ready performer. The platform can go either direction with ease. And with a clean title in hand, it's ready for someone who wants to bring home a piece of Oldsmobile heritage. If you're in the Burien or Greenwood area and looking for a true slice of 1960s American iron, this 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass deserves a serious look. Number 13. The 1985 AMC Eagle Wagon 4WD, listed at $3,800 and located in St. Paul. Now here's something you don't see every day on the classic market. A true pioneer of the crossover era, long before the world even knew what a crossover was. This 1985 AMC Eagle wagon represents one of the most innovative ideas American Motors ever brought to the road. The rugged capability of a 4x4 wrapped in the comfort and practicality of family wagon. Showing 98,700 miles, this Eagle comes with a clean title, automatic transmission, and AMC's reliable six-cylinder engine, making it one of the rare vintage vehicles that's just as capable on the highway as it is off the beaten path. With four-wheel drive, this wagon was designed to handle rain, snow, mud, and gravel long before today's AWD grocery getters became the norm. Finished in classic white paint, this Eagle stands as a snapshot of 1980s American innovation, a time when AMC dared to try something different. The Eagle wagon blended boxy practicality with surprising versatility, offering families a go-anywhere, year-round vehicle without stepping into a full-size truck or SUV. Today, it's considered one of the most unique and forward-thinking classics on the market. The seller lists this one in good condition, and at this mileage, it's clear the car has been used, but not abused. These inline-six engines are known for their durability, and with proper maintenance, they easily pass the 200K mark. For enthusiasts, it's an ideal platform to restore daily drive, or simply enjoy as one of the quirkiest and most collectible American wagons ever built. Whether you're a vintage 4x4 fan, a wagon lover, or someone who appreciates automotive oddballs that were ahead of their time, this AMC Eagle delivers something special. And at $3,800, it's one of the most affordable entry points into classic car ownership with genuine character and real-world capability. If you're in the St. Paul area and you want a classic that stands out from the crowd, one that's practical, rare, and surprisingly fun, this 1985 AMC Eagle Wagon 4WD might just be the perfect catch. Number 14. The 1975 Ford LTD station wagon, listed for $1,250 and located in Hayward/Castro Valley. If you're a fan of long roof classics, here's a gem straight out of the golden age of American family cruisers. This 1975 Ford LTD station wagon, finished in a soft baby blue exterior, is a full-size land yacht that has all the presence, nostalgia, and potential you'd ever want in a vintage project car, and it comes at a price that's almost impossible to beat in today's market. Showing 87,242 miles, this wagon has been tucked away in a garage since 1987, preserved for nearly 4 decades. It's 100% complete, missing only a few pieces of side chrome trim, and all the original glass is still intact. Under the hood sits Ford's big and dependable 400 cubic inch V8, paired with the tough C6 automatic transmission, both original to the car. While the car isn't currently running, the engine does turn by hand, giving any restorer hope for bringing it back to life without a full drivetrain replacement. This LTD is a time capsule from an era when wagons ruled the road, oversized, overbuilt, and unmistakably American. Families loaded these up for cross-country road trips, beach days, camping weekends, and everything in between. Today, builders love them for their massive interiors, smooth ride, and endless potential for custom or retro-style restorations. Because it's on non-op registration, there are no back fees, and the seller has the current title in hand, making paperwork easy. And best of all, if you're in California, you won't need smog for this one. That alone is a big win for anyone looking to bring an old-school wagon back onto the road. At $1,250, this Ford LTD station wagon is the definition of a nice summer project. Whether you want to restore it, customize it, or build a cool vintage cruiser with surf racks and patina intact, this classic long roof offers a ton of value and even more personality. If you're in the Hayward or Castro Valley area and you've been searching for an affordable entry into the world of big-bodied 70s American iron, this 1975 LTD station wagon might be exactly the project you've been waiting for. Number 15, the 1961 GMC Suburban, listed for $18,500 and located in Peoria, Arizona. If you've been searching for a true classic SUV icon, something rare, rust-free, and full of personality, this 1961 GMC Suburban is a standout from the moment you lay eyes on it. With an odometer reading 144,444 miles and a clean title, this Arizona survivor brings together vintage styling, modern drivability upgrades, and the kind of straight-body condition that collectors dream about. Finished in a fresh eggshell gray paint, this Suburban has that smooth, understated look that lets the classic lines do all the talking. And the body? Incredibly straight and rust-free, thanks to a lifetime spent in the dry Arizona climate. For a vehicle more than 60 years old, that alone makes a treasure. But this one goes even further. Under the hood, you get a dependable V8 engine, paired with an automatic transmission, giving you modern comfort and smooth cruising power. The seller has upgraded it with power steering and power disc brakes, making this vintage Suburban much easier and safer to drive than most early 60s classics. It also features a 5-lug wheel conversion and a set of fresh 15-inch tires, ready for the road. Inside, this GMC continues to impress. The upholstery has been completely refreshed, and unlike many Suburbans of this era, this one comes with all the seats, making it perfect for cruising with friends, family, or turning into a vintage adventure rig. An underdash AIC system has been installed as well. It's not finished yet, but it sets the foundation for cool riding in the Arizona heat. The seller describes it as a vehicle that must be seen in person to fully appreciate, and based on the condition and upgrades, that's no exaggeration. It runs and drives great, and with its classic shaped straight panels and updated conveniences, it feels like a blend of old-school charm and modern usability. The owner also notes that he prefers phone calls over messages or emails. This is an old-school seller with old-school pride in his vehicles, and he's open to offers or possibly trades, but everything happens in person. He's owned many classic cars and trucks over the years, but according to him, this one is truly a jewel. At $18,500, this 1961 GMC Suburban represents a rare opportunity to own an early classic SUV that's already well on its way to being a head-turning cruiser or showpiece. With clean Arizona history, fresh cosmetics, and strong mechanicals, it's a kind of vehicle that doesn't come around often, and when it does, it doesn't sit for long.